I decided to look into the Schulz method. It was developed in 1997 by Marcus Schulz. It selects a single winner using the votes that express preferences. A candidate who is preferred in a majority obviously wins over any other candidate. It is also called the Schwartz sequential dropping, the clone-proof Schwartz sequential dropping, the beat path method, the beat path winner, path voting, and path winner. So the output gives an ordering of candidates. If there's multiple positions, it can order which candidate is going to go in each position based on preference. A voter chooses a preference for each candidate, one being most preferred, two being second preferred. A voter can give two candidates the same preference, which means on that level of preference, they are indifferent to who is chosen. A voter can also give no preference, which means that they're completely indifferent to the candidate. And then the votes and the ranks don't have to be consecutive. So it doesn't have to be you have to rank somebody first, second, third. It could be you rank somebody first and everybody else 10th. There doesn't have to be any consecutive order. Once all votes are in with assigned preferences, a matrix of pairwise preferences is made, which compares the different candidates to each other. So if you have candidate A and candidate B, it's going to look at who has the most preferences, who voted for A more than B, who voted for B more than A, and then whoever had the highest preference obviously is going to win. So it's going to go through that and do that for each candidate. Once it has those numbers compared to each candidate, it's going to make a graph that is going to have lines going to each candidate with the preference number in between those lines. From there, you're going to find the strongest path, which is where the path voting comes from. So when you're looking for the strongest path, you can also go through other candidates if that gives you a higher preference rating. Once the strongest path is determined, that candidate is the winner, and then from there you can determine all the other candidates as it goes down to the weakest path. Going through the paths, if you have A and then it takes the preference number is 24 to get to B, and then the preference number from B to C is 22, it's going to be 22 from A to C because it's going to take the weakest number to determine the strength path. And then, like I said, once that's determined, you'll have a clear winner and be able to rank them from the highest to the lowest strength of path. This is clearly different from plurality because it takes into consideration ranking, not just a majority vote. There can be more than two candidates. There could be as many candidates as possible. And there is a first, second, third ranked place rather than just a winner and a loser. So, thank you.